Hey everyone, it's Joe, the 50 something Dasher, with another DoorDash daily recap video for today is Thursday, March the 7th. And not a whole lot here because I ended the Dash early. I just wasn't, I don't know, it's just like one of those days. I just wasn't feeling it. And my wife was off work today. We wanted to get some other things done. And which we did, and then I don't know, I was just kind of in the mood for like a lazy day, I guess. So it is what it is. But I logged in at 6:20 this morning was my start time. Um, Got my first offer. It's 6:29, and you hate to turn down. I mean, this first offer, $12.75. I mean, you hate to turn down an offer like that. For your first offer is a shopping order, only one item from Meyer, but going 17 and a half miles though. And I mean, even if I factored in my 3 miles to the store, even still, it's $12.75 for over 14 miles one way. So I decline this. See if I could get something a little bit better. The next one didn't pay as much, but I took it. 925 Meyer order, 6 items, but this one's only 5 miles, including my drive to the store. So I went ahead and took this one. Here's the list. I mean, just 4 little cans of cat food and then 3 other items. Include a pack of water and coffee and a creamer. So not bad at all. I had this shopped in just over 4 minutes, half of the recommended time. So off to the customer on that. And it was kind of funny when I pulled up and I dropped the order off and took my picture. And as I was walking back to my car, there was another Dasher that had just parked delivering to the same house, and he was delivering McDonald's. And he kind of made a joking comment like, "Oh yeah, you just beat me," or something. It's kind of a funny exchange. And then so here's the pay screen on that. $5.50 base and $4 tip for $9.50. And then I get next is the subject video, or the subject of the video today. I get this, and I know this order was it was like as bad as it looks. Let's just put it that way. This looks terrible. 975, 12.2 miles. And look at the routing on this. I'm going up north to the restaurant, and then like east, and then south, way out of zone to the customer. I mean, this, like I said, looks like a terrible order, but I took it. So I think I still parked at that previous customer. Well, now this was 4 minutes after the previous drop off, and I forget my exact location when I accepted this. But I mainly took it, even though it's bad, I mainly took it just to keep moving and continue like being on an order. It just, for whatever reason, at that particular time, I didn't want to decline this and wait a minute, 2 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, however long until my next order. I wanted to be on something, and so I took it. So I go to Wendy's. The order was ready. No problems there. The problem with the drop off, though, you see the time that I accepted this, 7:23. The problem with that is that this 23 in at that time of morning, your 7 o'clock to 8:15, 8:30 is really extremely busy. That's one of the worst trafficy areas in the city. And so it it wasn't too bad going like to the customer. And then this was delivering to a motel, like right there, right as you see on the map, right on the main road. And I get there, and there was no room number listed. And I've had deliveries to motels before, hotels where there's no room number. And every time it's either been where I'm delivering to the staff at the front desk or the customers there. That's probably happened to me once, maybe twice, where there's no room number but the customer is there in the lobby. So I just assumed that that's what this was. So I walk into the lobby, and it's not for the guy behind the counter, and all I have is a first name, the customer's name, but he was still able to locate who that was and call the guy. And sure enough, it was for somebody that was in their room. And he's like, well, yeah, it's so and so in room number 10. I'm like, okay. And so I walk out of the office. The only thing was I was parked in front of the office, and I thought I just like walked to room number 10. But that was like clear down at the end of the building. And I didn't just go by doors like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was additional doors in addition to that. So I had to walk past probably like 14 doors to get to room number 10. Should have just got back in the car and drove down, but. And then the guy, he seemed the customer seemed kind of apologetic that he didn't have the room number in either the address, or it could have been put in the driver instructions. And I didn't say anything. It was really no big deal for me. And he just looked like he was kind of confused and kind of sincerely apologetic. So I didn't, I just said something like, "Oh no, it's all right. Don't worry about it." And then so the pay on that, $7.75 from DoorDash, $2 tip. And I wanted to go, there was a different way that I could go back to zone that's different from the way most of the traffic was going up 23 up to the outer belt. That's where, 99 out of the 100 cars were going. But I was going a different way. I needed to turn at the traffic light that was just before the hotel, but I couldn't get to it without getting back onto 23. It's like, man, and I could just see it. I drove over to the edge of the motel property, and I could just see across a little distance the road I needed to be on. And it'd be nice if I could cut through I think there was like a gas station next, but there was no way to drive through there and just kind of like cut through. I have to turn on 23, and you can't turn left out of that motel onto 23. So I had to turn right, and I had to drive, but it wasn't too bad. I just drove down about, I don't know, 500-600 feet, and I quickly noticed one of those where you could turn in through the medium. And I just kind of turned into there and had to wait for about 6,000 cars to pass. And then I could, make my turn out. So it wasn't too bad getting back to zone, but just a lot of time and mileage for an order that I probably shouldn't have taken, but it is what it is. Next was, I took this. And I get a really raunchy, long distance, offer, $13, 16 total miles. I went ahead and took it. And you're probably like, "Hey, what is he doing? What was up with him this morning?" I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine what my problem was. Well, here's the deal on this one. I'm heading back the direction that I'm going. My destination is the Mire anyway. Okay, that's where I was heading. I'm when this order comes across, I'm still 5 miles from the Mire. Okay, so had this order gotten to me when I was already there, then this would have looked a little bit different. $13 for 11 miles. So it's not quite as bad as it really looks here. The customer directly north of the Mire on this map, that was a Grove City address, and then I did have to go out east, that 104 area for the other one. I mean, it was raunchy, and the shopping wasn't bad at all. Here's the list. It was all in one aisle in HBC, both orders. So customer A, the two laxative tablets, and then this Zycam and vitamin C for customer B. Boom, that's it. I didn't even need a shopping cart or anything. So like easy shop. And go to deliver that, and I had a feeling that at least one of these would be a 0 tip. And where's it at here? I found it in the drawer. There we go. Customer A, 0 tip. Thank you very much. And $2 from the other customer. And that was it. That was it. So four deliveries for the day, $32. Okay, so I'm making my way home. I still hadn't made the decision to stop dashing yet. I was coming back to zone, and I get a few declines here. So this first one, $6.50. Even though I'm not. Actually, let's see here. Well, I can't quite tell. I'm not sure like which Taco Bell this is. So, okay, maybe the one on South High Street then. No, I decline this. I'm just going to go back to zone here. I'm not going to mess with this right here. It's all out of zone. And you're talking 2 orders for about $3 each. It's just not worth it. So decline on that. That was at 8:50. Then 10 minutes later, here we go again with these, single digit dollar amount, double digit mile offers. It's been getting bad, here the last several weeks. $4.75 tropical smoothie going almost 12 miles. I mean, this is just like insane here. I don't know how much longer this kind of thing is going to go on. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. And it's probably right about this time I decide to just, make my way home. And my wife was about to fix breakfast, and that sounded good. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna call it a day at this point. I think. So I make my way home, but I still had the app turned on. And right as I was stopped my car in my garage, I got this order, which I would have taken. I mean, okay, $20.75, 13 miles, only 11 items. I would have taken this, absolutely. It just needed to, if it would have just hit my phone about like 30 seconds before when I was still on our main road here, before I turned into the complex. If it was just, just give me it then, I would have turned the car around. I went to Meijer, told my wife, hey, just I'm going to do one more order here. I'll be, take me about a half hour, 45 minutes, and then I'll be home. But no, it was when I was like already in the garage with the car stopped. And so I declined it. No, it is what it is. Dash summary here. Dash time was just 2 hours 49 minutes today. Active for an hour 47. I only did the 4 deliveries. And mileage was going to be high, as you can imagine. So I drove 43 miles to get the $32. So not very good. If I would have took that last order, well, yeah, that wouldn't have. I still would have been over probably just about as much. That last order wouldn't have changed anything. I still would have been over on mileage. Now at 2,735 deliveries, started and ended the dash at 55%. And something brand new, of course, I mentioned, and it just started today in my zone. It's they got rid of Top Dasher, and it's now the Dasher Rewards program. And so just now, before starting this video, I see in my ratings tab the brand new look and this is what it looks like. I really don't know. I don't like this view here compared to what I'm used to, but I'll get used to it. The only kind of major difference here is that what you get to see now is I think that's kind of cool how they list the deliveries in the last 30 days there down towards the bottom. So that's kind of cool. And pretty much, everything else looks, pretty much the same and in the same order that everything was in before. Or no, in the old view, customer rating would be at the top. But anyway, so that's it for, like I said, that's it for today's dash. I've got my video that I recorded for the Dasher Rewards. I've got that recorded. I still need to do a photo for a thumbnail photo for that. And that the plan is to have that posted on here on Sunday. And then unless I get called into my W-2, I'll be doing a plan on dashing tomorrow and a recap video tomorrow. So, but that is it for now. Thanks for watching, and make sure to drive safe out there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Check out my other videos. A lot of good stuff, a lot of information for all things DoorDash. And we will see you at the next video. Thanks again for watching.